The Ethereum Merge. Now you might have seen a lot of articles lately giving out information on the Ethereum Merge, which is going to happen on the 14th or 15th of September 2022. If you are still confused about what this is or if is it going to affect you, then this post is specially for you. The joining of Ethereum's proof of stake beacon chain to Ethereum's mainnet to transition the Ethereum blockchain of the proof of work legacy. What is the Ethereum mainnet and the Ethereum blockchain? Ethereum mainnet is a decentralized platform for building tech, and mainnet is the primary public Ethereum production blockchain, where actual value transactions occur on the distributed ledger. Apps and tech get developed over this blockchain, whose further transactions are facilitated and maintained by Ethereum. What was the proof of work? The earlier mathematical concept of solving a problem to access information, which was used by cryptocurrencies and other decentralized platforms for implying the SHA-256 algorithm, is called proof of work. It basically acts as a lock with two keys. One is publicly available and the other is with the transactions. Example of proof of work. Proof of work requires a computer to randomly engage in hashing functions until it arrives at the output with the correct minimum amount of leading zeros. For example, the hash for block #660000 mined on December 4, 2020 is this particular number. The block reward for that successful hash was 6.25 bitcoins. That block will always contain 745 transactions involving just over 1666 bitcoins, as well as the header of the previous block. If somebody tried to change a transaction amount by even 0.000001 bitcoins, the resultant hash would be unrecognizable and the network would reject the fraud attempt. What is proof of stake? The owners offer their coins as collateral for the chance to validate blocks. Coin owners with staked coins become validators. Validators are then selected randomly to mine or validate the block. This system randomizes who gets to mine rather than using a competition-based mechanism like proof of work. To become a validator, a coin owner must stake a specific amount of coins. For instance, Ethereum will require 32 Ethereum to be staked before a user can become a validator. Blocks are validated by more than one validator, and when a specific number of the validators verify that the block is accurate, it is finalized and closed. Different proof of stake mechanisms may use different methods for validating blocks when Ethereum transacts to POS. It will use shards for transaction submissions. A validator will verify the transactions and add them to a shard block, which requires at least 128 validators to attest to. Once shards are validated and block created, 2/3 of the validators must agree that the transaction is valid. Then the block is closed. What is the beacon chain? The beacon chain is the controller of the Ethereum POS network, managing the entire process of the POS protocol and coordinating parallel chain shards. What about those who don't own 32 Ethereums? Those who don't own 32 Ether or do not wish to run a validator node but wish to stake Ether can still do so by joining a staking pool. A staking pool combines the deposits of multiple individuals to stake the required 32 ETH for an Ethereum validator node. The block rewards from that node are then shared with the staking pool in proportion to the deposited Ethereum per individual account. Some doubts which are related. Security. First, long pronounced as a threat for cryptocurrency fans, the 51% attack is a concern when the POS is used. But it is very unlikely. A 51% attack is when someone controls 51% of a cryptocurrency and uses that majority to alter the blockchain. In POS, a group or individual would have to own 51% of the staked cryptocurrency. It is not only very expensive to have 51% of the staked cryptocurrency. Staked currency is collateral for the privilege to mine. The miners that attempt to revert a block through 51% attack would lose all of their staked coins. This creates an incentive for the miners to act in good faith for the benefit of the cryptocurrency and the network. With the move to POS, network proposers will be known ahead of time, making them vulnerable to a DOS attack. For example, if a potential attacker is in line to propose one of the Next blocks in the blockchain, they can attempt to DOS, a sophisticated networking attack, on the current proposer's node, causing them to lose their slot, and the transactions in that slot can be picked up by the attacker. Staking pools could end up concentrating the number of validators nodes under the influence of centralized entities, which introduces the risk of censorship or governance takeover.